All right, now I'm on page 408 of the Go Math textbook, chapter 10, lesson 5. Go deeper. A baseball home plate can be divided into two trapezoids. So see, here's home plate. If we cut it down the middle, we would have this parallel line and this parallel line. So this would be one trapezoid, and this would be the second trapezoid. With the dimension shown in the drawing, find the area of home plate. So since the line down the middle cuts it exactly in half, I can find the area of one trapezoid and then multiply it by 2. Or, if we really want to think about it and cut a step out, we could actually, since our formula is area equals 1/2 base 1 plus base 2 times the height. If we think about it, since we need both of these trapezoids, we can take out this 1/2 step and just find the area of base 1 plus base 2 times the height. Because this last step divides it by 2, but then since we need to find the area of two trapezoids, if we take out that step, we save ourselves a step later, because we would just be doing the reverse of what we had already done. So we would divide by 2, but then for this problem we'd have to then multiply by 2, which would give us back to the same answer. So really we can just take out that step and solve the problem without that step, because we're finding the area of two trapezoids, not just one. So my base is 8.5, and let's see, this is 12. Okay, here we go. This is 17 is my other height. So I'm going to show my work down here. 17, and 17 is the same thing as 17.0, because I do have another decimal here that I need to line up. So 8.5. When you're adding decimals or subtracting decimals, you do have to line up your decimals. Okay, 0 plus 5 is 5. Decimals lined up. 8 plus 7 is 15. So 25.5, and that's my base 1 plus my base 2. Okay, and then my height is the perpendicular line. Now, it only tells me this whole thing is 17, but I only need the distance from here to here, because this trapezoid, the height is only this, not this whole thing, okay? So, half of 17 is what I need to find. That's going to be, what, 8.5. Add a decimal, add a 0, bring it down, bring my decimal up. 2 goes into 10 5 times. So 8.5. So I'm going to multiply now, because the height is 8.5 times 8.5. I have one number behind the decimal here, one number behind the decimal here, a total of 2 numbers behind the decimal. And now I just multiply. 5 times 5 is 25. 5 times 5 is still 25, plus 2 is 27. 5 times 2 is 10, plus 2 is 12. Kiss that 5 goodbye. Hug it out. No offense, 5. Clear this up. 8 times 5 is 40. 8 times 5 is still 40, plus 4 is 44. 8 times 2 is 16, plus 4 is 20. Add that all up. 5, 7, 4, 1, 2. Got to move my decimal over 2 places. 1, 2. So 214.75 inches squared. Did I make a mistake somewhere? Let me see. 8 times 5 is 40. That is 8.5. The reason I'm checking is I just looked in the book and it has 216.75 inches squared as the area, and I obviously got 214. So I just want to double check myself. Okay, double check my math. Did I make a mistake somewhere? So half of 17 should be 8.5. That looks fine. 5 times 5 is 25. Carried my 2. 25 plus 1. 2 is 27. Carried my 2. There it is. Yes, I did make a mistake. I didn't add that 2 when I did. So I did 5 times 5 is 25. Put my 5 down, carried my 2. 5 times 5 is 25 plus that 2 that I carried, which would be 27. But then I forgot the 2 that I added up here for the 27, because 5 times 2 is 10, plus this 2 would be 12, not 10 right there. And so that would change. 2 plus 4 would be 6. Is that not? There we go. 6. Good thing I double checked my math. Okay. Always double check. Always double check. You got the time, double check it. Okay, number 9. Suppose you cut home plate along the dotted line and rearrange the pieces to form a rectangle. So remember, we could swing this piece around and make a rectangle that looks like this, right? If we took this trapezoid and swung it around along the dotted line and rearrange the pieces to form a rectangle, what would the dimensions and the area of the rectangle be? Oh, that was a good idea. We could have done that, huh? Okay, so it's not going to be quite that long, but we have 8.5 here. If we, let me see. Yeah, sorry, previous. This would be 17 here, because this length is 17, and this would be here now. So this would be 17. So I'd add 17 plus 8.5, which I actually already did. I don't remember what I had, though. So I'll just do it again. Decimals lined up because I'm adding them. 25.5. So the dimensions would be 25.5 centimeters by, and then my height would still be the 8.5. And the area would be the same. That didn't change. Just because we moved the pieces around doesn't mean we changed the size of the pieces. These pieces would still be the same size. So, that is it, folks. All right, thanks for watching. See you on the next one.